On this video, I'm going to be talking about the side effects of anabolic steroid use and everything that's kind of happening to me on my prep so far. I want to be as open as I can with you guys and as transparent. In another video, I'll probably go through what I'm currently taking, but in this video, it's just strictly on the side effects. Let's get into it. Right, a massive announcement. I have become an athlete for Global Nutrition and Rule 1 Protein, as you can see here.
Hello, it's me again, I'm a fellow, and I'm calm and I'm mellow, but push me, you get jello. I got strings like a cello, but I ain't reading or cello. I got room for the metal, but ain't no reason to settle. I want greatness only, making the same mistake as Tony. Never that I gotta make them know me. Walk in the room, I made it boldly. Trust me, you can't fake this phonies. No need for staying lonely. I said I want greatness only. Man, I want greatness only. I'm in all black like I'm Gothic. 100 racks in my pocket. They don't cover my losses. I keep my eye on the profit. Haters love to just gossip. In a crowd, man, I'm mushing. Only talk to just bosses, said I'm after that greatness. I'm just rhyming off topic. I'm rhyming off topic. I spent time in the tropics, but I'm back denying I lost it. My oh my, who's firing off the list? Is I'm flying a cockpit. I'm denying a toxic. I got fire and eyes in pockets, still I'm finding a pocket. I got time to be bosses. I got time to make greatness known. I'm a cook with that apron on. Come at me and let's make a toast. We gon' eat it and make the most. Hit the lane and then take the gold. No degree, we gon' make it known. Look at me when I make it go. Cause I run around like I'm Gothic. 100 racks in my pocket, that don't cover my losses. I keep my eyes on the profit. In a crowd, man, I'm mushing. Haters love to just gossip. Only talk to just bosses, cause I'm after that greatness. I'm just rhyming off topic. Yeah, I'm rhyming again off topic. Go tell mums and writing again, and they can't even stop it. Cause when I shoot it's buckets. Put that man in a coffin. Take this man to the moon. Put this man in a rocket. Cause I'm out of this world, and I got a mountain to climb.
I'm mega stoked about it because it is a distribution company in Australia. They're the #1 distributor for Rule 1, well, the only distributor. They have about 6 or 7 different brands. So you can hit them up and have a look what they have. But I've been taking their stuff for years as well. And I've always wanted to find, I guess, a sponsor or a company that I can represent that I actually believe in. Last year, I got a bit of a sponsor. And then they just wanted me to push products that I don't believe in, like fat burners, for instance. They wanted me to push their fat burner and say that that's what got me comp lean. I don't take fat burners, so it did not fucking get me comp lean. Diet and training gets you lean. So Rule 1 Protein is amazing. It's got so many different flavors. I actually bought 3 or 4 of them trying to find a flavor for my girlfriend because she's very picky. So I got like 3 or 4 different flavors, completely different, and tried to find one that she liked. I like the choc fudge. I like the chocolate cookie, I think it is as well. But after prep, I'm going to try a whole bunch of their different flavors, and I'll do a whole bunch of videos on it as well, probably on Instagram, taste testings, things like that. So Rule 1 Protein is this one here. It's sold by a lot of supplement companies in Australia. It's probably one of the biggest sellers in Australia at the moment. And also my favorite pre-workout, which I've been taking. I actually bought this one here from my local gym not too long ago, before they even hit me up for a sponsor, because it is an awesome pre-workout. I've already been taking this one for years, but they actually came out with Stimulate Hardcore, so I was like, fuck it, I have to try this one. It's not a prop blend, so you can see everything that's in it. Massive serving size, 18 gram serving size in that with 30 servings. So nearly everything's clinically dosed. And then I also got this one from them last week. It's banana berry blast. This also tastes amazing. And I also got a pump formula, which I've bought before as well. I like to have a pre-workout that's also non-caffeinated, just for those days. Maybe I'm training late. So mainly I always look for L-citrulline, L-norvaline, and this has both of them in it as well. So that's also good. And EAAs. I don't like taking branched chain amino acids. I would much prefer an EAA, 30 servings, and juicy grape. I always try to get grape, and this tastes absolutely amazing as well. So that one there. They also sent me another pre-workout, which is Dominate. So I'm going to try that one out as well, and I'll let you guys know how this one is. It's quite similar, I think, to the Stimulate, but it's got a little bit less pump ingredients and a little bit more stimulants in it. See how that one goes, let you guys know, and I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews on their products, so I'm pretty keen to be working with them. Hopefully when expos start back up, I'll actually be working at the expos, flying out to Sydney, Melbourne, Arnold's, things like that, and I'll be able to meet a whole bunch of you guys. But yeah, other than that, not much else is going on. I wanted to take the chance to, I guess, explain to you and be transparent with you about what I am currently taking, and also side effects of PrEP and side effects of anabolic steroid use. I'm not going to tell you dosages or anything just yet. Further, I might make another video on this, but just so you know, this is my body. I decided to go down this route after years and years of competing naturally. I competed naturally in 2010 twice, 2011, 2012, 2014, and then just before my 2017 comp was when I did my first cycle. After that, I got a really bad infection and I stayed natural for 2 more years. Well, technically not natural, but you know, half natty. And then after that, I decided to jump back on around 2019, I think it was. And I've kind of been on and off and cycled ever since then. I want to take the chance, I guess, right now to talk about the side effects of PrEP and the side effects of what I'm currently taking. Just PrEP in general, you will always experience some form of side effects, whether it be low energy availability, low libido, or just lack of sleep just because you're hungry. That is all kind of multiplied when you're taking stuff. I have not been sleeping at all. Like last week, I had to cancel my clients twice just because I got absolutely zero sleep, and I've never ever experienced this before. I was up, as soon as I get into bed, I can't stop thinking. It's like my head is just like bang, 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 just pounding away at my head, just thinking about everything, thinking about my routine, thinking about my posing, and I can't stop it. It could be PrEP, it could be Tren. Tren's side effect is insomnia, or Trensomnia as they call it. But I've never really done much Tren before, only in my last comp as well. So it could be that. I didn't really experience this last comp, but I have experienced it in the past just through normal PrEP without even taking anything. I think it was Sunday night last week, I just could not sleep at all. Like I got zero sleep, maybe an hour, tossing and turning. Monday, same thing. Tuesday, same thing. And I think it was Wednesday, I got absolutely zero sleep. Like zilch, nothing, nada. And I was fucked the next day. I then got some CBD oil. I got some melatonin, and that helped me get to sleep that night. And I've actually had not too bad sleep since then, but I've got a whole bunch of supplements on the way that I'll be going through with you guys to help you sleep if you do struggle with it yourself. I've just been researching so much on the supplement side of it, and I'm not going to take any more pharmaceutical medicine. I'm not going to take any pills, Valium, diazepam, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to take any of that because it doesn't put you in a proper deep sleep. It actually stops you from getting REM sleep. And right now, I need recovery. I need REM. Everyone recommending that, thank you, but no thank you. I'm not going to put more stuff into my body when I'm already putting other substances into my body. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that side effect. So that's number one. And then the second thing I want to talk about is probably a bit more personal, but it's about sex drive and libido. So I don't know if this is because of because of the steroid use or just because of prep in general. Like 2014, I was completely natural and I did not want to fuck at all. Like, did not want to. It didn't even work. Like, it was just horrible. But that could have just been the really low fat diet, the energy availability, but just you're exhausted. You're exhausted 24/7. The last thing that you want to do is get your bang on. I guess I didn't go low calorie this time. So instead of going really low calorie on my diet, I actually increased my output. I did this to try to counteract metabolic adaptation. I like to do all my preps differently. But yeah, it's not like my dick doesn't work. Like, it works. But I just don't want it to do anything. So I think it's at the moment it's every week, maybe every 2 weeks. It could be the Tren as well. People have said Tren that causes that, or Tren dick as they call it. But it's probably just a diet. Like, I'm just absolutely exhausted 24/7. By the end of the day, I'm dragging my feet, as you do during prep, especially being 2 weeks out. You just don't want to do anything other than gym, cardio, sleep, and work. That's all I do. Even during work right now, like if I've got if I'm training 3 girls in a row and they're all training legs and they've all got the same goals, and I know I'm going to use the barbell hip thrust for every single session, I leave that thing set up now. Whereas I used to pack it up, put it away, go do whatever else we're doing, and then bring it back out for my next session. Whereas now I'm like, I'm just going to claim this spot for the next 3 hours, and I'm just going to leave all my stuff here, all my accessories, everything like that just stays in the one spot. I can have sex, I just don't want to, but it's not too bad because my girlfriend's also on prep, and she is also completely exhausted 24/7. In past relationships, it was very stressful on a relationship. You kind of need to be transparent with that person about, if you've done a comp before, you'll kind of tell them beforehand, like, look, my libido is going to get quite low and we're probably not going to be having sex as much. I'm sure some people are completely fine. I've had clients say their sex life is exactly the same the whole way through prep. But when you get really, really lean, like really, really lean, you just don't want it. And natural is just as bad. Being natural is just as bad because you're on low fat diet. Fats obviously manage your hormones. I remember 2014, I was on about, I think it was literally 12 to 15 grams of fat a day for 8 weeks. It was absolutely nuts. My last prep wasn't too bad until the final couple of weeks. This prep has probably been the last kind of 8 weeks, I guess, since I made that first video. I think it was my second video I uploaded. Does my dick still work? Yeah, it works. It just doesn't want to work. I'm like, let's go, buddy, let's get it. And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, yeah, nah. I feel you. But that's how it is. So that's the second side effect. All right, side effect number 3 is literally just having no energy. On prep, you're always just going to feel like shit. There's an old saying, the shittier you feel, the better you're going to look on stage. It's true to an extent. I guess you just need to be ready for it. You're going to be hungry. The faster that you can come to terms with that, the better you're going to feel. Hunger, you can kind of manage with some stuff, but the more you try to counteract it and fight the hunger, the worse it's going to be. My 2014 prep, again, it wasn't too bad. I was hungry, but I just got it done. 2017, I fucked up. I didn't have a coach. I did my first prep by myself, and I made the mistake of doing my first prep on stuff by myself, and I didn't know that it increases your hunger massively. So compared to a natural person, you are like 10 to 100 times more hungry, and I obviously had never really done it before, so it threw me off completely. And I was trying to counteract it with low calorie treats and shitloads of sweetener. And I remember laying on the couch having, I thought was like a heart attack. I thought my stomach was tearing apart, but it was just cramping from the sweetener. And if anyone's had that before, it's excruciating. But other than that, it's pretty good. Work's going really well. I'm actually very productive. I've been doing a lot of work. I've got a couple of announcements coming up for you guys. Training app, a new online coaching platform, hopefully. And I am cutting back my hours at work with one-on-one training so that I can be there for my online clients more often. And I really want to bring a massive team into season B. I want to hire out a hotel of some sort or something with a pool. Or maybe even just go to the gym and have a big team photo shoot, pay for a photographer for 3 or 4 hours, and just get some amazing photos of everyone while they're looking like awesome. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. I want to take a team of maybe 10 to 15 people into season B. If I'm not working full time, I think I can even manage 20, but I'm not going to take on excessive amounts of clients like a lot of coaches do, because I need the time to be there, especially in those final weeks for people. Like at the moment, my client's 3 weeks out. I'm talking to him every day. He has to send me photos of his steps and his cardio done daily at the moment. I talk to another girl client pretty much every 2 or 3 days. If you're keen, hit me up. We can have a bit of a chat, see if we're the right fit for each other. I probably decline more clients than I actually take on for comp prep, because it is so hard on people's mental health and they need to be ready for the comp. If you're not ready, then I'll probably be able to tell when we have our first initial chat. And yeah, other than that, guys, I'm 2 weeks out. Feeling pretty good. I've written up my plan for the next 2 weeks already, so I don't stray away from it, because you kind of get into your own head a little bit. I'm aiming to come in, I guess, at 100%, but not 100% to the point where I've absolutely ruined my body, because I'm 2 weeks out, I'm 5 weeks out, I'm 7 weeks out, and I'm also 9 weeks out. So I've still got 9 whole weeks of dieting, and pretty much the whole time I'm going to be in the final 2 weeks of the prep. So I need to remember that I've still got another 2.5 months of potential dieting to go, and not to run my body into the ground for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to come into the show looking the best I possibly can. I think I'm already looking the best I have ever looked. And this time I'm not letting some bro science ruin my last couple of weeks of prep, which nearly every single prep I've done, I've got into my own head and let someone else take over right at the end. And I've come in stringy as fuck. No pump, no veins, and just looking like shit. So this time, completely different. I am confident with my own knowledge that I can bring myself in looking awesome. And if I don't, then it's going to be a learning experience, because I get to play around with all these variables that I normally let someone else control, and they fuck everything up. So now if I fuck it up, at least I'm going to know what I fucked up. But I'm really not doing anything crazy. I'm not doing any crazy peak weeks. My water's staying the same the whole week. My sodium's staying the same the whole week. I'm not cutting sodium. I'm not even going to cut water. Potassium stays the same. All I'm going to do is a slight carb load, an undulated carb load, so that if I do spill over, or I'm going to try to find my spilling point, I can pull back a little bit, and then I know what to do. I am going to do a fat load at the start of the week as well, but I'm going to go through my whole prep during those days as well. And I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm doing and exactly why I'm doing it. And it's going to be really interesting, because then pretty much after that, I have another comp I can play around with. I'm going to vlog that whole thing. I'm going to Melbourne. And then after that, I'm going to Queensland a week and a half later. And then I'm actually living in apartments for the next 3.5 weeks, competing in Queensland and New South Wales. So other than my online training, all I'm going to be is training, sleeping, eating, and talking to you guys. So I'll probably be doing a video every couple of days. Nothing's really going to be too different, but it's just going to be fun to take you guys along on the ride. So remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps out the channel, guys. I'm trying to grow my YouTube massively. Got so much cool stuff planned. Obviously, prep, the video is going to be a little bit boring compared to what they probably will be in a couple of months. We're going to Europe for like 8 to 10 weeks. So I'm going to be travel vlogging as well as training, as well as, I guess, showing you guys how to stay healthy while you're traveling. And I'm going to be doing some collabs as well, and just fun videos. I've got so much stuff planned. I'm so excited for it. I'm not going to blow out after my comp, so I'd love to do some eating challenges, but at the moment, I don't want to be fat for Europe. I don't want a big fat face, so we'll see how that goes. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.